Hi, my name's Random Tuesday, and in this video I'm going to talk you through the Lady Urbosa makeup look, how to be your own Gerudo champion. If you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments section below, and you can also check out my website randomtuesday.net for more information, resources, and tutorials about this and many other cosplays. Like with most cosplay makeup looks, I'm going to start off with my primer, which is the Photo Loving Primer from NYX. This is going to help my makeup stick and give me a nice smooth base to work with. After that, I'm going to use some concealers as need to. I have an NYX just regular stick concealer and some green color correcting concealer from e.l.f. And finally, I'll use my Sephora brand foundation. I tend to recommend, again, some sort of liquid or cream foundation because it'll go on smoother, and most importantly, you can layer it so you can get a nice even tone, which is what we're going to go for. That will give us our canvas that we are then going to sculpt our champion from. With a base applied, it's going to be time to contour. Urbosa has very defined features. She's got a strong nose and an intense jawline and looks that would murder you. So we're going to use, in my case, I've got my 4-color e.l.f. contouring palette. This is a powder palette, so it'll go on a little bit lighter, meaning I'm going to probably build it up in a few more layers. So we're really going to focus on defining our cheekbones and our jawline and our nose because those are her most prominent features. So let's start with the darkest color and kind of work our way to the lighter shades. That we look a little bit like a dirty chimney sweep, we're gonna start blending that. So we're gonna move to our slightly lighter shade and go a little bit farther away. We're gonna keep blending out using our next lighter shade. And then I'm going to apply just a little bit of finishing powder on any areas that didn't get hit by the contouring powder. Actually, just really on the whole face. That's kind of the last little bit of blending. And then finish off with a little bit of highlighter. Next up for Urbosa, we're going to work on her eyes. There's a fair amount of eyeshadow going on there, so we're going to take our trusty NYX pencil and milk and apply this across our whole eyelid as our primer, kind of giving us a white base to start with. I'm going to cover a little bit more of my eyelid than I might normally because I'm going to be applying eyeshadow kind of under and around on almost all of my brow bone and kind of around the whole eye. And then just smear it out. With primer, we're ready to go for our color. Now, most of Urbosa's eyeshadow is in the game kind of more of a uniform color. We're going to blend out some different shades of red, that kind of bricky, burnt sort of red. I have my various eyeshadow palettes that were an e.l.f. 100 color palette that I'm going to be using. Most of the colors that we're going to be sticking with are kind of our warm oranges and reds, and then going into a few of our deeper purples and browns. So we're going to start with defining the shape. Now there's a pretty big curve out to a point, kind of out a little bit close to the temple. So we're going to first kind of just define that shape using one of our lighter shades of red, and then from there we're going to start our shadowing. So let's take our kind of orangey reddish color over here. And this is going to go in from the corner of our eye and then out to our swoop. So we're going to really follow from the corner to a point kind of near our temple. And then on the other side, on our bottom lid, it goes just underneath the waterline and out to that point at the temple. And we'll clean this up a little bit later when we get some more color. And let's repeat it on the other side. So once we're happy with that outline, it's time to start filling it in. And generally, I like to start with the lightest color, moving to a darker color on the outside. So I'm going to pick up a slightly lighter beige first to just go right on the inside corner of the eye. Open it up a little bit. Next, we're going to take that lighter orange shade and go over again on that inner corner of our eye. I'm going with colors that have a little sparkle to it because by the time you're a giant Gerudo lady, why not? And we'll go back to that red I used to outline, that kind of bricky red, and cover the rest of my lid with that. And fill in most of the rest of the point. We're still gonna add to that. We're not done. We're not even close to done. Now, going in with my skinnier brush, we want to define and kind of outline this. So we're going to go in with a slightly darker, almost purpler shade of our red spectrum. And we're really going to outline that edge of the point. And then just blend that in a little bit up onto the crease and eyelid. Build up and add on any extra eyeshadow as you need to, just kind of keeping the intensity and vibrancy of the color. And once you're happy with the quantity of eyeshadow you have on your face, it is time to go in with the liquid eyeliner. I have the Epic Ink Liner from NYX. I love this liner. It is a very fine tip, but it's also a brush tip, which I find gives me a lot more accuracy than I get out of a typical felt tip. Because a lot of times I find those ones just get dry and I don't know, they don't work super well for me. I love this eyeliner, totally recommend it. Now, we're gonna use these points that we've made as our guide, and that's where our top eyeshadow, it's gonna go all the way from the corner of our eye, swoop all the way out and all the way to the edge of that line. In fact, the eyeliner tip should match up pretty much exactly with the eyeshadow tip. So go for it. You're also going to want to do a little bit on that lash line, the water line underneath too. Once you got some pretty epic cat's eye going on, time to finish off the eyes with a mascara. Mascara? I don't really know. I use the Great Lash Lots of Love. Lots of lashes with a heart around it. You can see why I got confused in this weird shaped brush, but it's Maybelline. Seems to work pretty well. Once you have your twiggiest eyelashes completed, we're going to move on to her eyebrows. Now, Lady Urbosa has wonderful eyebrows. They've got extra things going on them, and they are red. So we're going to make our eyebrows match our wig, which is very important. Red eyeliner pencils, or eyeshadow, pencils are surprisingly hard to come by, so we're going to be using a red lip liner. And now, our first stage is going to be to outline. We're going to outline our red eyeshadow shape. She's got pretty square eyebrows, so we're going to kind of draw a nice little diagonal square on our eyebrows. And then I'm going to follow mostly the shape of my own eyebrow rather than worrying about trying to curve them up too much. And then we're also going to outline her extra little swoopy bits that she has. And those are going to go from kind of the arch of my eyebrow and just kind of follow that line and up. So let's go ahead and outline that. Once you're happy with the outline, you're going to take the pencil and just fill in. I like to use short little strokes to kind of not give a complete fill, almost like mimicking kind of the hairline. Also helps keep my hairs flat. And you're going to fill in the little peak too. Now don't worry if there are gaps, because we're going to use eyeshadow to fill in and smooth out the rest of it. I'm going to go back to my flat brush and using kind of an oranger shade of red, because the the pencil that I had is pretty pink. We're going to fill in the whole eyebrow. And I'm going to make sure I keep this nice square line that I have up front. Once the shape's filled in, we clean up any edges with our comb / brush eyebrow comb. The final section of Urbosa's makeup look is her lips. Now, naturally, she has blue lips. That's totally normal. I'm going to use a little bit of my same eyeshadow primer, the NYX Pencil and Milk, on my lips to help make this light blue show up. I had a really hard time finding a light blue matte lipstick, so I ended up getting a matte lip liner. This is an NYX suede pencil in Little Denim Dress. So we'll start with the primer. Once your lips are nice and white, we're going to just go all over with our eyeliner pencil, or our lip liner pencil. Now, you might have better luck than me finding a light blue shade. Places to look, I would recommend checking out brands like Ben Nye. They are a stage makeup brand. They may very well have a light blue cream makeup that you can also apply to your lips. If you can acquire a eyeshadow that's good, or a powder color that's good on anywhere on your face, you could do a similar thing and apply it to your lips. You may also find that just mixing in something like this with more conditioning, sort of lip color or lip balm is going to stop it from cracking. The biggest issue I had with this is that it just didn't last all day, so I had to kind of consistently reapply it, especially because I have some pretty dry lips, and so a lot of the color just would kind of crack and not look as good after time. That completes the makeup portion of Lady Urbosa. Now, I'm also going to go ahead and show you a couple of other pieces, including the wig, to kind of get that whole look together. The next major thing is that I had a couple of latex ear appliances, and we'll go ahead and apply these as well. So these are from Andarti Studios. They are the Wild Elf, and I probably messed up the name of the studio. They are the Wild Elf ear tips. They are latex. I got them plain and then colored them using some Ben Nye cream makeup, set that with setting powder. And to apply it, we just sort of add some spirit gum on the inside and let it dry a little bit so that it gets tacky, and then we'll slip it over our ear. But before they do that, I'm going to go ahead and put my wig cap on because that'll help keep these hair bits out of the way. So let's do that. Thank you so much for watching my Lady Urbosa makeup look. If you want more information about how to create this and whole cosplay yourself, you can head over to my website randomtuesday.net for patterns, resources, tutorials, and lots of other information. You can also check out my other videos that I've done about this and other cosplays. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more information, updates, and all of that fun goodness. And lastly, and never leastly, thank you to each and every one of my patrons for this month who have helped make this and other videos a reality. I wouldn't be able to keep doing this without your help and support. If you would like to help me create more videos and more cosplay resources and tutorials, please consider supporting me on Patreon. A small monthly amount can help keep videos like this coming. Thank you so much for watching.